guys, today I'm going to be showing you the different money making methods that I use in order to make some good early game money. However, some of these methods do in fact include the mid game. One of the early game methods that I found useful was farming sand. Now what's good about farming sand is it's very easy to get, as you only need, I believe it's an efficiency 3, I might be wrong, it might be efficiency 4, golden shovel in order to insta-mine sand. And while this might not make much while just selling it to the NPC, once you get access to the bazaar, this can actually make you some decent money as well as giving some solid mining experience. Once you start making some money from sand, another thing to do is buy enchanted snow off the bazaar, and selling it to any NPC does not have to be the adventurer. And if you do it at the right times, as you can see, I bought it for 37,000 and sold it for 38, which over time, if you're coming over to the bazaar and filling your inventory and going back over and flipping this, can make you some very simple, no requirements besides having the bazaar required, quick cash. Another money making method that I like to use involves the garden. So to begin with, if we come over here to my pumpkin farm, pumpkins has been my go-to money making method for I think since I really started this profile, and I've kind of just grown with it. And the reason I decided to do pumpkins specifically is because you can use it to get squash, and also because then I could handcraft rancher boots myself, because when I started this profile it was during Derpy, so I wasn't able to purchase it off the auction house. But the other method that I like to use to make money involves the visitors over here. Now what I use these visitors for is, if you see, they give you copper, and this enchanted sugarcane is typically like 100k each. And if I get 250 copper, which I can get by like simply just doing a couple extra of these, or if I do both of these, it's a million worth of enchanted sugarcane to buy off the bazaar, and in turn that will give me a million worth of copper from this dedication book, plus, or 900k technically, plus I'll have an extra 150 copper left over. So those are the two typical things that I use in the garden in order to make me some good money. However, there is one other money making method I use, and that is dungeons. Now, what makes dungeons so good is that the rewards that you can get make a ton of money, but the one downside about it is you need money in order to get into dungeons, and you need, I think, Kata 50, or not Kata, Combat 15 in order to get in. And another thing that's hard about dungeons is you need to be able to afford all this stuff, which is why I recommend farming first before you decide that you are going to decide to do dungeons. Because as you can see, this weapon, which is a mage weapon, Spirit Scepter, is like 19 million right now, and that's fully unenchanted. I think I got this for like 22 million fully enchanted. And then this armor set was probably another 20 million, maybe, if I were to guess. And then also this short bow, which was pretty cheap, but like getting the stars on it also costs money. And not only that, but dungeons aren't super easy early on anyway. Like for example, if I just come into a floor 5 here, even though I have this gear, I'm still going to have some trouble with these guys. Actually, I probably won't, because I'm relatively decent. But these guys have a lot of health, if you can see here, and they do a good amount of damage. If I just let them hit me, I'm gonna die pretty quick. And that's why I don't recommend starting with dungeons, but rather starting with farming, because there's really no like difficulty. You just start doing it and start making money, and it's very uphill incline. However, there's still one thing that I forgot to mention, and that is minions. In Skyblock, minions are very important due to the fact that you don't have to be online. They're always working. Like, I just set these minions up very recently. They're not very great minions right now, but in the long run, they should make me enough money, or a lot of money, on my other profile. It's a very old profile. I don't really play on it anymore. I have made, just to show perspective, I have 39 million worth of enchanted quartz from these minions over here that I've made just over time without playing the game, just logging in and collecting it. And this has also gotten me up to almost mining 34, which actually, let's see if we can get there right now, because why not? Because we are actually really close. Forgot I don't have chat on, so I guess we'll have to check in just a minute if we hit it. And if we don't hit it, then oh well. And like just from that one collection, we just got like 300k, or not even, like almost 500. Let's see how close we are. And yeah, so that's gonna make you mining experience over time. And another type of minion that I do recommend, without getting too deep into detail, especially early on, is redstone minions, because redstone collection is very important for your accessory bag. Anyways, back on topic. There is one other thing that I think that we should talk about, and that is going to be mining. Now, personally, I don't have a lot of experience mining because it's just not the path that I chose, but mining is definitely another option, and I know people who have made a lot of money off of mining. And from what I've learned from other people, at first, it doesn't really make a lot of money off of mining, but the more that you grind mining, it's kind of like setting it up. Because you need to get a higher heart of the mountain, you need to get some good equipment. Now, if we come over here to the auction house, if we try and buy, for example, just the word drill, the lowest drill we can buy is 6 million, and that's with Heart of the Mountain Tier 3. And some of these can get really quite expensive, like this drill, like let's get a cheaper one, 11 million. If we get up higher here, 27. If we get up to these topaz drills, they can be 32. And if you want some of the good late game armor for this, it can be, let's see here, just for the boots, 27 million in Heart of the Mountain Tier 6. However, this stuff is very good. So, in conclusion about mining, it's a lot of time and effort to get that good, but it can become very good later on if you're willing to put in all the effort. And what is this? I've never seen this before. Alright, that's going to be it for this video, but I want you guys to remember one thing that I believe is very important, which is that while all these methods I think are useful, you may disagree, you may have different opinions. Let me know if you think there's something a lot better that I should have included, but these are the things that I personally use, and honestly, as long as you're just having fun, that's all that you should really be going for in Skyblock. So if it makes you happy to be making as much money as possible, of course, go for that. But if there's a different method that you find that doesn't make as much, but but you enjoy it a lot more, then I think that is the method that you should go for instead. But that's going to be it for today. I hope you all enjoy.